What up, YouTube? Darth Dub coming at you from the Redstone University once again. This is episode 4.1. Two of the, well, actually one circuit that I missed. It is called a T flip-flop. Missed that in the last episode. It is essential for your circuit. I don't know what to call it, circuit toolbox, I guess. But so what you got is you turn the button. The button's functionality into a lever's functionality. You give it a small pulse and it gives a continuous pulse. You give it a small pulse again, or any kind of pulse really, and it just turns it back off. Let's see how it's done. So let's go ahead and show you my favorite one. It's the locking repeater one, the T flip-flop. Let's go ahead and put two repeaters that way with two repeaters this way. You can put them either way, just when you put this block here, then you put a torch on this side. If you would have pointed these the other way, these would be reversed. And so would this block here, which is going to be diagonally up with a torch point down here giving power to this side. And then we line this up here and put a button on this block. Let's go ahead, and you can run your line anywhere off of here, but if you run it off of this, then what's going to happen is it's not going to go straight into this block and the circuit's not going to work. So don't take it from this block or from that dust. So let's put another dust here and then right there. So then let's test it. Okay, and then back off. So what you got is when you push this button, play by play. First tick, that turns on, this turns off. Now when this turns on, it doesn't take an extra tick, that locks. Okay, so that locks in on mode. Second tick, this turns off. That same tick, this unlocks. With that in the on mode, power goes through. Hits this, that turns off. Okay, this has lost its power, so power comes in through this, but this has lost its power as well, so that's locked again. And that's how it works. Alrighty, so the next one is Mumbo Jumbo, what he's called it his favorite T flip-flop. So we're going to put a piston pointing up with a block, and then running into that block we're going to have a repeater with a block on that, and that's our input block. You can run power into it any which way you please. It needs to be toggleable though, so keep that in mind. And then we'll go ahead and put another block out here because you're going to need a repeater coming out of this block. And then we're going to want that running into a sticky piston facing out. And then we'll put a torch, not on that block, but on that block. And then we'll put a block here with whatever you want the power to go to there. So then when you push this button here, what happens is this takes power, which hits that block, which moves this piston. So this only gets power for a brief moment, just long enough to push this piston. And when this piston pushes, it pushes too fast to be able to push this block out and bring it back. It can do one, but it can't do both. So essentially what you got is the T flip-flop. You push the button and it gives consistent or constant power. Give it again and it turns off. Alrighty, so I'm sure you see why that's important. Sorry I missed it last time. I just skipped my mind. It's actually one of the more important ones out there. So if this taught you anything, go ahead and check out the rest of my my Redstone University playlist. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You know, show some love, and keep watching for more in the Redstone University. See ya.